Okay, so we were able to do a second part. I'm sorry about, the whole, disconnection problem and everything, but we're here able to finish this thing. And I know we were talking about the King of the Ring and who you want to see. Now, I remember you mentioned you said you wanted to see, you could see two people winning that, and who were those two guys that you mentioned?
John Morrison and Sheamus, most likely John Morrison, though. But yeah, those are the two guys I want to win this.
Okay, yeah, I do see John Morrison winning this. That's one of the guys I do see winning. Even possible as Alberto Del Rio is the second guy, but that's basically it about me. But anyway, I do think this King of the Ring will be a lot more better than the King of the Ring 2008. And yeah, I don't see any other guys winning besides those two, so that's I'm gonna leave it off
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, but what happened with last time? Like William Regal in 2008, he won it, but he didn't have a title shot.
Yeah. Hopefully, with this year's King of the Ring, someone will get a title shot and maybe be the #1 contender for it. Probably like at the next pay-per-view and actually win the title. I think that would be, mean a lot more and have a lot more like build up in a way with the King of the Ring and have it
Yeah,
mean much more.
it would make a lot more sense.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay, next question is actually the last question here, and of course we got the Royal Rumble coming up this year, and actually in a few months. With that being said, who do you want to see win this year's Royal Rumble, and who do you think has the potential of winning it, and why?
Okay, I have three people I want to win. But if John Morrison wins the King of the Ring, then obviously I don't want him to win the Royal Rumble. Uh, but John Morrison, like I said before, he's worked his ass off. He has good spots in the ring. He's a good ring worker. I think the guy's got a lot of talent, and he just needs to be pushed. He has been in the mid card for the last 2 years, but I think he really needs to be pushed well. Christian's the other guy. He's just freaking worked forever, and he needs this more than everything before it's too late. And Christian versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Title at WrestleMania sounds like a good match. But Christian just works is a hard worker. Third person is Chris Jericho. Even though I've been hearing rumors that he's like retired or something's up with Chris Jericho, but Chris Jericho's done everything else besides that. He's won the championship, tag team championships, world championships. The only thing that he's missing on his list of achievements in the WWE and wrestling is the winning the Royal Rumble, and I think that's the last thing. And him having a feud with Randy Orton or something, that would be kind of good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that because right now there doesn't seem to be a lot of guys, who could win this Royal Rumble. It could be anyone. Can even be someone that's not even on that list too. So, that's the interesting part about this. But yeah, I was hoping Christian would come out and win the Royal Rumble this year, but of course now he's injured with his whole arm injury, so it seems to be that's not going to happen at this point. Maybe next year, there's always next year too. Also, Chris Jericho, yes, I would have liked to see that too as well, but I don't know exactly what's going on here. Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
No, I was just gonna say if they do have the Royal Rumble this year, well, they are gonna have it, but I hope they don't have like a person return and win it. Like Triple H returning and winning. I just don't. It's good to see guys return and win the Rumble, but I think it's been overdone a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think if Christian were to come back and win, that'd be okay. But it's just done. It's just been done the last couple of years. John Cena came back in '08, won the Rumble. Edge came back this year and he won the Rumble. Uh, quite a lot of people. Triple H in '02, he came back. Well, he didn't come back at the Royal Rumble, but he came back, on the Raw before, a couple weeks before the Rumble, and it's just been like that. Not all the time, but you know what I mean. It's just been overdone a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, if it doesn't have to be someone like that, but if they can, switch it up and have it, someone return, and someone who has never won it before. I think that would be really interesting. The only thing is, how they're gonna do that. Who could it be? I'm not too sure, but I think that would definitely be interesting, and someone who hasn't won it in the past could, somehow just win it. Um, the other guy, of course, John Morrison too. If he doesn't win the King of the Ring, the next best thing will be the Royal Rumble, and even have that match against the Miz this time for the championship. And I think that also would be great with that. So it could be anywhere at this point. It's still a little bit too early to tell at this point. But I do like your list too as well. So very good with that. But that's basically it with the questions here. Is there anything else that you want to talk about and get off your chest or anything like that?
I guess that's all for now.
Okay.
See you guys.
Alright, so I thank you for coming on in, and that does it for this week's episode of In the Hot Seat, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the hot seat. Peace.